moving over to multicam for youth sports streaming is going to mean better views, better action, better audio choices, better graphics, among other things. Let's talk about it. You get 3 cameras connected in multicam, each available for your stream. Now, you can have more cameras powered on and ready to connect if you don't mind rotating your cameras in and out. I see a lot of folks do this in their streams, and it's very effective. Setting multiple shots allows your viewers to be closer to the action if you're talking about softball or baseball, volleyball, tennis, football, all become doable with multiple cameras set up to stream. My experience says access point has been the most reliable way to spread them out down a sideline or across an infield. For tennis or volleyball or even basketball, the court is small enough, distance is rarely an issue. For soccer and baseball fields, it can be a little bit more tricky. Maximum distance for access point is published to be 100 feet, but the max distance documented is rarely reliable in real-world use, so dropping that by about 20% might be a safe bet. And you need to keep them in line of sight. When I've had mine set up for football, people walking between the camera's line of sight will cause a disconnect. But each camera gives you more closer action. Not only do you have more closer action, but you have ISO recording built into the Multicam app. Each of the cameras you have in Multicam will record to their local SD card. The mixed recording will also record to your control device. So even though we sometimes miss action when streaming, with ISO recording in Multicam, we can go back to the recording and have everything each camera was pointed at for the duration. I can't count the number of times I've been distracted watching a play and not make the switch on the iPad for the stream. With Multicam, we still have a backup of what actually happened on the SD card. Lots of times I'll be on that pitcher-catcher exchange in a baseball game, and there'll be a hard shot down to the third baseman. He'll make an exceptional grab, fire it over to first base for the out, and I'll get a text from the dad of the first baseman asking, "Did you get that on film?" Well, the answer is yes, I did get it on film, even though it didn't make it into the stream because I just wasn't fast enough to switch over there. A second thing that we have the benefit of in Multicam is the option for more sound input. And first thinking, that brings in music. Did you know that Mevo cameras can take audio into the stream? Well, of course you did. We add mics all the time. But this means we can also add music and sound effects into our stream. Many baseball, softball streamers have had to become ninja-level mute button pushers for those walk-up songs and the between-inning songs, as it will often trigger copyright stops for your stream. That's incredibly frustrating. With one of your Mevos receiving audio from a device loaded with royalty-free music, you can switch to this music instead of the copyrighted stuff when needed. It keeps the feel of the game like you wanted without fear of losing the stream. The other obvious option for more audio inputs is you can mic your catcher or your coach. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. Of course, with extra audio, that gives us the ability to do play-by-play over the top of our stream. A third benefit is going to be better graphics and overlays. Now, I've done a few graphics tutorials for scoreboards, and I'll link them in the description. If you are just now researching Multicam and you're more used to graphics in Mevo 2.0, you are in for a very pleasant surprise. Scoreboards and graphics in Multicam are exponentially easier than they were in 2.0. And the freedom to use transparent graphics, I have a vid for that too, by the way, means you can put them anywhere on the screen you like. It may take some prep time to get them how you like them, but the effort is well worth it. In this clip from my tutorial on Multicam graphics building, you can see the options of sizing available for football scoreboards. Multicam is just a better, easier choice for your overlays. It's also an easy choice to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and always tap that like button. The fourth thing that is a benefit to using Mevo Multicam is you can use your Vimeo subscription dollars for something else. Graphics and overlays are free to use now. In the early days of streaming with 2.0, you had to pay a Vimeo subscription fee to use graphics at all. And unless you still need to multi-stream, you no longer need the Vimeo subscription. There are some other multi-streaming options like Restream and Caster,